Hey everybody, going out on a little shed hunt today. This is the area I came into last fall, and a deer hunted actually the opposite side of the road. I brought my big camera, but said it was charged when I left the house, and apparently it's not. So we're gonna try it on the phone, see how this does. I don't really know. Trial and error, I guess. This is a learning process for me, doing this whole filming stuff. So getting back to shed hunting anyway. Yeah, so I came in here last fall, hunted it, saw a couple small bucks, nothing too big. 2-year-olds, maybe 1 3-year-old. I don't know. He was pretty far away, but decent bucks anyway. See if we can't find some sets in here. Actually, they just burned it. I don't know if you can tell. They just burned it yesterday. And it's overcast day. Got a little bit of a rain coming down. It's perfect conditions to go shed hunting. That's a key to when you're trying to shed hunt, is picking the right days, because you can walk for miles and miles and miles, and you can just burn yourself out. So pick your days just like you do when you're deer hunting. Pick your days wisely. Don't waste time on going out when it's 80 90 degrees out or blistering sun. You know, it makes it harder for you to visually see the horns on the ground, because you get the sun glare and all that stuff. So yeah, so basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to work this edge all the way around, and then end up in this big draw that goes down into the creek bottom. I try to stay up high when I first start, that way I can look down onto the terrain features below me. This camera's dying too, perfect. But we'll give it a shot, we'll see how it goes. It's my first time filming shed hunting this year. I've been after it since February anyway. And I've turned up 22 so far. I've got one really good match set. I'm sure if you guys have been paying attention to my personal Instagram account, you probably saw the pictures of those. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. And I'll probably just film this whole thing on my cell phone. So it is what it is at this point. But we're learning. Everybody's learning. So we'll see how it goes. All right. See you guys in a bit. Actually, I just shot that intro and walked up on this big pile of deer hair. It's kind of a common theme here in Kansas. Finding a lot of dead deer, unfortunately, but you can find deadheads this way. It's a thing that I kind of learned, is once you see sign like that, just kind of look around the immediate area. We got a leg here, and then I came over this edge, and I haven't found a head yet, but let me just show you guys. So from the initial sign, which was back there probably 15-20 yards, there's a huge pile of deer hair right down in there. So I'm going to comb through here. It doesn't look like a very big deer, so I'm assuming it was probably a yearling from this year based off the hoof attached to that leg. And you saw yesterday, Jake and I dropped, it uploaded today, that coyote video. So we're trying to do our part. I know nature has got to take its course, and these guys got to eat too, but as much as we can try and manage them on our own, that's what we're making happen. So that's why we do it. And yeah, stick around. Real quick, another thing I wanted to say while we're still getting started here is, if you guys haven't subscribed to Onyx, it's a key factor in finding these sheds sometimes. And I'm just starting out. Onyx doesn't pay me to say that. Doesn't pay Jake to use them, but we use Onyx all the time, and has a feature on it where you can set a tracker to track your movement through these pieces, and then at the end you just turn it off, and you save your track, and that way when you come back to an area, you already know what spots you've hit, what spots you haven't. It's been huge. It's been big for a bunch of deer tracks. This scouting season for me, because it allows me to see the topo features and spots I wouldn't really know were there unless I had Onyx. So yeah, I think it's depending on what you want to do. It's like $29.99 for a year for one state, whichever state you live or whichever state you hunt, and then it's $100 for all 50 states. So right now I'm only subscribed to Kansas, but that'll probably change. I know trying to go to Colorado and do some hunts, trying to of course my home is in New Hampshire, so you could always download that one. But I just wanted to give them a quick plug here, because it really has helped me, and it really can help you, especially with I know turkey season's right around the corner. If you get out and do some scouting, you can mark those spots where you're seeing these birds, and it'll help you in the future. So check it out if you haven't already. So just a little update. Still haven't found anything yet, but I walked up to this top. Man, there's a ton of cars going by this area right now. Probably people looking for shed hunting spots, but yeah, something I wanted to point out was these big ridges that you can get down in. The bucks obviously like to travel, so if you're into thumping the hardwoods, get up on these ridge banks. There's a huge run right behind me that comes up through and runs up to the mouth of this draw, and I found them in the bottoms of the draws. I found them on the banks. So just a quick update. Nothing yet, but it's early yet anyway, so we'll keep you posted. So now I'm back towards the beginning of this draw. You can see there's this creek that runs down through, and it comes down from both it runs north-south, and it dumps in from obviously east-west. So big crossing point, but that's how you can catch these deer up here on these ridges, is they have cover via the terrain features. They have food. There's a ton of pin oaks in here, and obviously they have water. So anywhere around these areas is key to look. And if you can figure out exactly where those deer are bedded, and you can get in between the bedding in spots like this, you'll have better luck at trying to find antlers. Like I said, I haven't really been up in here before, so I'm still learning, but yep, it's a good looking spot anyway. We'll see if we can turn one up. Alright, so just give you guys an update. I walked up this draw that comes north-south from the last time that I left you. Basically walked up the creek. I stayed on the western side of it the whole way up. There's actually a pretty good shelf in there that I walked across the top. Ton of deer sign, but I'm kind of running out of space in here. So what I'll do next is I'll get up on this eastern side and I'll walk it south, and I'll just get in the creek if I have to get in the creek, and I'll stay up on the banks when I got to stay up on the banks. But it's the plan anyway. There's a ton of rubs in here. I'm actually just starting to see them, and I've actually found sheds just staying right on rub lines before, so I always try and keep that in mind when I start seeing sheds, or excuse me, when I start seeing rubs. Just be cognizant of the fact that these bucks still use these travel patterns the same as what they do sometimes in the fall in the rut. Keep that in mind. But oh, there's a shed right there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And it's a monster. Are you kidding me? What in the world? I'm so glad I walked up here. Heck yeah. I can't believe that just happened. Sweet. Yeah, this is what I was seeing up here. I thought these were rubs, but I don't know if that's from the burn or I guess it's rubs. I swear that was not staged. I didn't see this before. I just was showing you guys those rubs and walked up here. Big old freshie. Big old freshie. Nice. Let's go get another one. So I just found that. Walking back down the draw, walked up on this deadhead. All chewed up. Gotta call the game wardens out here for these guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'll probably leave him right here, to be honest with you, but hate to find him that way. Like to find him that way. But good looking buck too. It's too bad, really. I don't know what kills him out here. I don't know if we're running into EHD problems or what, but it's more common than not, unfortunately. All right, y'all, so that's gonna do it for me today. Unfortunately, my camera died, or my phone camera died, like right after I found that deadhead. So I ended up walking around for a little bit longer, jumped some deer up. Wish I could have filmed that, but yeah, like I said, I was kind of less than prepared today. So next time we'll do it right. We'll get the good camera out, external mic, tripod. I'll try to remember my binoculars. And we'll spend a little bit more time, probably a whole day actually, just on shed hunting techniques, and show you some of the sheds that I found and stuff like that. But that's coming in the near future. Just kind of recap the way I shed hunt. I found pretty much all the sheds that I've found this year have all been in hardwood, and it's been huge. I found one shed so far in like I call them like a cedar thicket, but they're really just field with a bunch of cedar trees growing in it. I found one shed in the field. Other than that, everything has been in the hardwoods. Everything's been in these big draws, closer to water, and that's where I've had most of my success. So I keep going back there, and hopefully you saw a little bit of that today and you learned a little bit from it. But yeah, like I said, I'm new to this game as well. But hey, once you get the hang of it, you know what you're looking for. Shed hunting's easy, so not easy, but it's fun. So yep, that's gonna do it for me. I'll see you guys on the next one, and we should have some turkey action coming here pretty soon. I know it starts on the 6th here, and Jake and I were talking about I think we're gonna try and both punch our tags with our bows this year. Obviously, if that doesn't happen, then shotgun season is right on the coattails of that. So should be pretty fun. Y'all stick around, and appreciate the support and the follows and all that stuff. Yeah, have a good one.